Esther, Philip, this story is setting the usually cool Danes aflame, I promise you. Queen Margrethe, who's 82, is hugely popular, 77% approval rating. And I say hugely, she's very tall. I'm 6'1", and she's at least as tall as me and maybe a bit taller. She's very, very popular because she's very down to earth. She goes shopping at Lidl, and has made the monarchy very popular. I once took her around an exhibition, and for the only time in my life, I gave an order to a reigning monarch, and I said to her, she was a chain smoker at the time, "You cannot smoke." She said, "Oh, I know, I won't break the rules." And she's very pro-British. She was a cousin of the late Queen, and she studied archaeology at Cambridge, and she used to come down by herself on the train to meet her boyfriend, who was a French aristocrat working as a diplomat at the French embassy. And she said to me that it was paradise because she could go around London, nobody recognized her. Anyway, they got married. He changed his name from Henri to Henrique, and they had two sons. One of the sons, who is Frederick, he's the crown prince. He's got 4 children. They will remain prince and princesses. But on the other side, her younger son, Joachim, he's got 4 children by 2 wives, and they're the ones who peremptorily have lost their royal titles of prince and princess. And that's caused a lot of stink there. The mother of the 2 eldest boys, who are Felix and Nikolai. Now, they've had a bit of background. They refused, or they declined to complete their 2-year military service, and they've been modeling and things like that. So whether there's something personal in this, or as the Queen says, it's for their own good to enjoy a more full and complete life. But as you say, it does throw the spotlight onto Britain and what to do about Harry and Meghan and their 2 children.
So what is Charles going to now do with Harry and Meghan? Will he see it needs to be streamlined? Can he take a page out of Margaret's book? They had the sons, they didn't finish the military service, they went into modelling, and here you've got Harry and Meghan not doing the royal duties and going into the world of Netflix.
As you say, and they're living on their little fortress on a hilltop in California, and nobody knows what they're going to say, or Harry's going to say in his forthcoming book. So it is problematic. But on the death of the Queen, the grandchildren of the monarch, which is now Charles III, become automatically prince and princess. So it's now Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet in California. The intriguing bit is whether they will get their titles HRH. Now, this is big stuff. You know, this is like in show business, having your name above the title. In a way, a little bit like being Phil and Esther. You know, the name's above the title. The rest of us is the supporting cast, but you're the big stars. So in royal terms, whether you have the HRH is big medicine. And that will be a question for Prince Charles. Now, at the moment, Harry and Meghan are their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They're not allowed to use HRH because they're no longer working members of the royal family. So whether this honorific will be translated and transferred to their children is a question for Prince Charles. And I think he'll keep his powder dry. He'll see what happens. And that, of course, would be a sanction to withhold that.
I think that's what
children.
Most people